Hello everyone, and welcome to the really noisy House of Mana. I've done a lot of tediousness, completely off camera, and I'm fixing to make something really cool. First I'll show off my tediousness, and then I'll explain what I'm fixing to make. So, let me get on and show you what I've done. I've made a floor. I finally got tired of this crappy staircase that was right here. I now have an elevator that goes down below. I won't really ever have to access this again, because I don't think I might add any more. I have 4 sets of these flower setups with the hydrangeas. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever need any more. I need to work with some of the other ones, but I'll have to look into them. So far these are gathering me a good bit of mana actually, so we're good with these right now. I know for the long run they're not going to really be enough, but that gets me on to what I'm fixing to say. I know I need a lot of mana. That's why I did it. That's why I have a lot of mana here. And I have 2 mana tablets completely full. Whatever's left in this at the end of this video, I'll put into a tablet and let it generate as well. But yeah, aside from that, let's get to what I'm fixing to make. I know that I kept saying I want to get Thumbcraft for the Fruits of the Traveler, but I play a co-op world, and I'm also doing Botania Net, a co-op world with my brother. And in that world, there's a hole in my ceiling right here. I don't know why. In that world, I realized something really neat. I made it for both of us in that world. Let me get back to the main page here. There is a Sojourner's Sash. It's actually something you equip in the belt slot. It actually increases your movement speed, your jump height, and resistance to fall damage. You can't, like, fly very high and fall, though. But, supposedly, if it's supposed to allow walk over the 1-block gaps, just like the Boots of the Traveler, except this is through Botania, which is really great. And it's really relatively easy. It's just 1 mana still, 4 pieces of leather, which I just got right before this video, and the runes. Which runes, I've never made it in this session, and in this game, but I have made it before. They're really easy. So I need earth and air. Earth is made like this. Let me get some living stone before I do the derp again. So, about it. So earth is the mushroom, coal, and stone. Let's get the specifics on there first. Mushroom, coal, and stone. And then 3 mana stills. And then you function mode. Start activating it. Go ahead and toss that on there. As soon as it's ready, I can tick it. But yeah, I'm getting a lot of mana. In fact, let's go up here and show you that I've actually did more grindy stuff and finished out this mess too. Yeah. Oh, I didn't set them all. Yeah, let's go ahead and bind you to here. Bind you to here. For some reason I forgot to bind them. I just did this. I was like, oh, placing them's fine. No, that doesn't work. There you go. They're all binded now. Anyway, let's change that back to function so I can click this and make the runes. And that is 3 runes of the earth. It makes about 3 in the basic ones. So that's that. And then the next ones are a feather, a string, and a piece of carpet. So feather, string, carpet, and 3 mana still. That is the air. Let's see, carpet, feather, string, mana still. And I'll go ahead and toss this on here. It's really picky. I don't think that counts as being on it either. There you go. That's very noisy. I need to get one of those, is there a sound muffler in this? I have a mess in my inventory again. Yes. So I'll have to put one in here because they were really noisy in here. And air. Activate. And that is what I need to make this. There you go. Mana still in the corner. Mana still here. I think it's air and then earth. And then the 4 things. I got them reversed. And that is the special belt. I'm just going to call it the special belt. And that is one of those things you can equip in your baubles. Do you see how slow I'm running right here? This is my walk speed. If I put it on... Oops. If I put it on... See... Whoops. Oopsie, wrong button. You can actually see me wearing it. You really can't see it, but it's there. If I take my thing off, you can see it in my inventory that I actually do have a belt on. It's really cool that it's actually there. But anyway, I'll get back to the front screen. See? Yeah. It's great, isn't it? Yep. And you jump 2 blocks. Oh my gosh. I so wish I had this earlier in the game. I so wish I knew about it. Now that I do, it's so awesome. I wonder if it's doubled with the Boots of the Traveler. I'm going to try. I really am. But when I do my Thumbcrafty stuff, I'll have my Boots of the Traveler, and when I do my Botania stuff, I have these. So I'm all good. Because I know there's like a flying apparatus in Thumbcraft. And yeah. I want the tectonic. I want the special girdle that makes that thing fly faster. But let me... what else did I make? I made something else. Oh, I can actually make some of that too. Do I have the iron on me? No, I do not. Do I have a pair of shears in my inventory? Yes, I do. I need a piece of grass. Here's something that's very easy. You know how grass always bothers you? See all this stuff? All this grass. This stuff is really obnoxious, right? It's so ugly and it doesn't look right. But you can take a piece of grass using shears and you can toss it in the pool. And you get this pasture seeds. Well, you're like, okay, why do you want that? But then if you put that with some living wood that I do not have, I made all those spreaders and I have no living wood. Let me make some living wood real quick. I have a living rock in my inventory. I don't have any of the living wood though. I put my daisies up simply for the fact they're getting on my nerves inside there, and I wanted to decorate it. And I know there's another construct part of Botania, so I may move it a little bit differently. What did I look at that chest for? I'm looking for logs. Tree logs. Would it be in wood? I don't think the great wood would work, but fir wood will work. So much fir wood. In my other world, I built an entire house out of fir wood. I have a house on a hill. I made a normal house just like this one. It's great. I have a habit of making castles though, so that is why. Let me wait for some living wood to generate here. I'm gonna get my axe out. Can't show you this nifty thing if I don't have living wood. I didn't prep for this, but I prepped for the band because it takes so much little preps. It has so much other little tiny preps. It's ridiculous. Come on. Done a lot of monotony stuff. Magical crops and all that. I'm completely doing every bit of that completely off camera. I love magical crops, but I have done it so much by now that I'm just sick of really even looking at it. It's very useful is the only reason I like using it. Especially for this game that I'm trying to do all magic mods. I'm sorting my inventory while I'm fiddling with it. When I'm trying to do all magic mods, I had wood in here. Oh, and I did try Thumbcraft. Not Thumbcraft. Mistcraft. There it goes. But But it was very weird and very laggy. So, yeah. Why is it only picking some of them? Oh yeah, this is the wood that does stupid. If it's this way, it doesn't work. It's only in... That's weird. For some reason, the wood does not turn if it's that way. And with fir wood, for some reason, I think my oak wood works fine. It's just the fir wood. It just didn't seem to work. What was I saying? Oh, I tried Mistcraft, and I guess for the fact that maybe it's not optimal at this point, that it doesn't work very well. And the world was really, really laggy, and I didn't like it, so I may be done with it. Anyway, back to what I'm making here. You take the pasture seeds, and you take living wood, and you do them, and I'm going to have to look at the actual recipe real quick. One of the wild. It's that way. I had it backwards. This. I wish I knew about this earlier. As soon as I read about it, I'm like, that sounds cool. What does it do? So I made one real quick, and I tried it out in the other world. And I was like, man, I wish I knew about this in the other world. So I have made one now. So what does it do? See all this grass? I don't like it. You hold down the right button. And it's all gone. That was really loud, I know. Really, really, really loud. Where's my music and sounds? It still pops to really loud. But anyway, that's what it does. It clears the area. Hope it didn't fiddle with my flowers up top. That's why I tried to back away. I need to go underground and make sure it didn't fiddle with the water flowers. But yeah, it's a really, really good thing. I actually went into like a test world just to test some of the actual items from Botania. And, yeah, some of them are really cool. But yeah, some are really difficult as well. But, where's the sounds? Players, ambient environment, blocks, weather, music. How would I do this? But yeah, if you hold the right button down, it just makes that horrible noise and like clears everything in its path. All the grass. All that horrible grass. Erased. It's a lot better than trying to get a stupid bucket to it and just keep dumping buckets of water. That's so great and so awesome. Yeah. Anyway, that's a nifty tool. And I made the sash, which makes me be able to run now a lot faster. And my land looks a little bit clearer. I'm just going to let this stuff despawn and stuff because I don't want it anyway. I'll just throw it away. And I have a hole that leads down into like a ravine down there, by the way. I need to go around and do some landscaping because I'm fixing to start doing some blood magic. Because I know there's a way in blood magic that allows you to spawn lava, and that will be very useful for one of the types of flowers. They basically, like the hydrogenias, the water ones, they basically are the lava versions of them. And of course, you need lava, and lava is not like a regenerating source. You can't do a force of lava. I keep forgetting I don't have the luggage thing in this game. But yeah, you have to keep spawning lava, obviously, because lava you can't make an infinite source of lava. So, yeah, so you have to deal with that your own different way. And that's why I need blood magic, because blood magic allows you to do to make almost an infinite source through rituals, I think. I have to read more about it. I know about it, but I don't know exactly how to go about it exactly. So I will have to deal with that as I go along with it. And I'm collecting these flowers that I've hopped up because they are still useful for different things. But anyway, that's what I wanted to show you. The nifty belt that helps me run a lot faster. It'll help me immensely. As I said, I might... Ow. Apparently there's a king slime down here too. But I'm not going to deal with it. Where is me a pickaxe? But part of me wants to try to take the king slime on. Really, I have this. I keep forgetting I have my backpack. Go forth, stuff. I want this out, and I want this out. Because my armor is actually really good. I have food somewhere. Oh, so there it is. I'll just take this opportunity to deal with the king slime. If I can find him. Or is he on top of the island? I bet that's where he is. He's on top of that island, isn't he? Yeah, he's on top of the Tinker's Island. I thought he was down here. Well. I mean, I could still go up there and get him. But, yeah, I know I'm using a pick on dirt, y'all. I don't have my shovel out. I wasn't expecting to fall into a freaking hole like an idiot. I mean, I know it's late for me. And I really have played Minecraft all day. Yeah, he's up there again. They drop good stuff sometimes. I can make a lot of fir wood planks. I would just hate using wood to get up there to him. Man, I'm lagging right here. Wow, something's going on right over here. Is it because the king slime's here? Anyway, that's really all I had to show. The nice cool tools. Really helpful tools. So if you start Britannia ever, I recommend heading right towards that device, the sash, because, yeah, it really isn't that hard to make. It just takes 1 mana steel ingot and the runes. So really it takes 7 mana steel, 7 iron, and mana. If you've got the mana reserves, obviously you're going to be able to make it. But yeah, other than the armor and the mana tablet and the ring, that should be the first thing to make if you're not already flying by then, if you're using mech mods. But still, it's still a good companion with it. I'm fixing to make the mana ring instead of the tablet. I'll just have to switch in and out when I'm traveling and stuff. But anyway, that's all I wanted to show you for now, and I will see you all later. Bye, guys.